From Hollywood, time once again for Money TV. I'm Don Baillargeon. Thanks for joining us. Money TV is the program all about money and what makes it happen. Well, a bunch of wise guys who go by names like Frankie Carbone, Billy Batts, and Jimmy Two Times got some bad news this week when the U.S. Supreme Court overturned a quarter-century-old law that prohibited sports betting in most states. The court's decision is going to open the doors for states to legalize sports gambling and bring into the legal right the estimated $150 billion Americans illegally gamble on sports every year, mostly going through bookies or offshore venues, which in many cases are run by organized crime. According to the New York Times, placing bets will soon be done on mobile devices, fueled and endorsed by the lawmakers and sports officials who had opposed it for so long. A trip to Las Vegas to wager on March Madness or the Super Bowl could soon seem kind of, well, quaint. Lawmakers in U.S. states and in Washington are already at work crafting legislation on betting rules and regulations because everyone wants to get a piece of the pie. As you can well imagine, there are opinions on both sides of the issue. Proponents claim legalized betting on sports is going to enhance the fan experience, and according to the American Gaming Association, it will protect consumers, preserve the integrity of the games, empower law enforcement to fight illegal gambling, and generate new revenue for states, sporting bodies, broadcasters, and many others. Those opposed to the legalization of sports betting cite the possibility of corruption, game fixing, and player safety. Sports betting has long been legal in the UK, however, and there's been no indication that any of those issues have become a problem. The ruling could also have a positive impact on investors who own shares in fantasy sports companies, who will no doubt benefit greatly from legalized sports betting. As governments have reached a limit on how much ordinary income they can tax to generate revenue, the continuation of finding money in what was considered to be vices will continue. And you can bet on that. Now here's something you don't need to bet on. It's always free. Our toll-free number, good from anywhere in the world you're watching the program, 888-259-4449. Call that number to get free information about our featured guests. When you do call, be sure to ask to be added to the subscription list of our Money TV newsletter. It is free, as is the telephone call, 888-259-4449. Be sure and visit us at MoneyTV.net. Please like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter. And our first guest this week joins us in studio, Mr. Warren Wang. Warren is the CEO of ChineseInvestors.com Incorporated, CIIX is their stock symbol. Warren, welcome back to the program.
Hi, Donald. Glad to be here.
We're really happy to have you here. Now, I know you put out a pretty big press release this week. Tell us what's going on.
Yeah, we have an 8K 2 weeks ago, and also we have a press release a week ago about we acquire an ATM company. Also on the 8K, we disclose we are going to postpone or spin off till a certain date. The reason is that we want to accomplish D-round the preferred stock offering until we finish. So we can convert, we can issue the shares to all the preferred and common stock shareholder for our CBD hemp oil division. You know, they are doing very well. We expanded the office in San Gabriel. We also have office in China for the hemp division. So besides the cryptocurrency we try to talk about, I just try to talk about our hemp oil division. They have a very good sales number for Mother's Day, and they are looking forward for the Father's Day, and it's getting well received from the Chinese community about the CBD sales.
You know, it's really amazing when I talk to you, and whether we talk on the phone or talk here on the program, the enthusiasm that you demonstrate for your company. I mean, you're really excited about what you folks are doing.
Sure. Cryptocurrency, be honest, I try to digest one word. We try to be a Chinese Coinbase. So we getting ready for broker-dealer license.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, we are. We also hiring the Wall Street talents, and we also purchased the ATM machine. I think the ATM machine company, my idea is be like a Chase branch, which the retail consumers coming to the branch, they instead of they buying the fiat money, they can buy some collection from the ATM machines. So I think there's a lot of huge potential for us to run. I think with the SEC going to regulate the cryptocurrency world. In the United States, you only see few companies offer security tokens, but most like Bitcoin still will be collection, or it's not security at all. It's a token, so it still can be collect and trade. So I think Bitcoin ATM can have a lot of space to go. So I will see a lot of exchange or so-called exchange going to be regulated. So they'll be more like exchange, but Bitcoins, everybody use it. So I think ATM machine can be the company we acquire, ATM Taylor, have a lot of potential. But also I want to just tell the investor we are going to postpone the hemp oil spin-off till maybe 3 to 6 months later. And we are doing very well on the CBD oil side too.
Well, it's kind of interesting because I think a lot of people are familiar with terms like Bitcoin, cryptocurrency, blockchain. A lot of people don't really know what they mean. And you announced the last time you were on the program about a Bitcoin trading academy. Tell us about that again.
Sure. The reason we want to say we want to be a Chinese Coinbase, but we want to, at a certain stage, we want to be better than the Coinbase. The reason is we want to provide education, Bitcoin Club, Bitcoin Trading Academy, give people training, education courses. Also, we have new coins 168 for the people using that for invest tools purposes. So the trader or the investor can be more knowledgeable, they can be living longer, their trading life can be much longer. So we're setting up a Bitcoin Trading Academy in California, and June 9th we're going to offer first Bitcoin course in New York City. People can learn from their home or on site. So we're excited about Bitcoin Trading Academy.
Well, of course, people that know more and are more educated about something, it's easier for them to get involved.
Sure, they have more knowledge, they have more training, they know the chart, they understand the chart. A lot of people, they are not from stock world, they're more like from geek or just regular normal jobs, and they don't know much about technical analysis, fundamental analysis. We are only one in the United States offering Bitcoin Trading Academy kind of course in the United States and all over the world, which we think there's a lot of opportunity down the road.
Well, it's always exciting to talk to you, and again, I keep talking about the enthusiasm that you have for the company and what you folks are doing. What's next on the horizon for ChineseInvestors.com?
I think we try to be a Chinese Coinbase. We were building all legalized platform in the United States and non-U.S. territory. That's our goals. We're going to spin off the Chinese hemp oil, Chinese CBD oil into different entity. Can be trading on the cryptocurrency world or can be trading on the stock exchange. I think CBD have a lot of room to go to, especially for the Chinese people. They don't know much about CBD, THC. We are the only one of few company just start producing the products, give people trainings. I think that's, in China there's about 1.5 billion people.
Exactly.
A lot of potentials.
Once again, ChineseInvestors.com, incorporated stock symbol CIIX. Warren, as I said, it's always exciting to talk to you about your company. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you, Donald.
And joining us now on the phone is Mr. William Hartman. Bill is the CEO of a company called Premier Biomedical Incorporated. BIEI is their stock symbol. Bill, welcome back to the show.
Thank you very much, Don. Always a pleasure.
Now, I understand that you're setting up today for a convention in Lexington, South Carolina. Tell us about it.
Yes, we are. We're at Sorinex. They make exercise equipment for bodybuilders and for the professional athletes, and they're one of the best in the world. And we're here with our products that are the best in the world to meet the needs of these people and also other audiences as well. Retirees, rest homes, hospitals, people have had surgery, etc.
Well, it's amazing because your products, your hemp-based products, have a much higher concentration level than your competition, correct?
Yes, we do. We have 4 to 5 times as much CBD as anyone else in the industry. We have what's really driving our industry and what's driving our products is the fact that they're a substitute for dangerous opioid painkillers, which are responsible for approximately 200 people per day are dying from drug overdoses. And most of those are linked to starting with opioid painkillers.
That's amazing. Of course, now we're reinitiating coverage of the company. Be looking at you over the next several weeks. We're going to get you back into a studio for a long interview very soon. Again, Premier Biomedical, BIEI is their stock symbol. Enjoy the convention, Bill. Thanks for checking in.
Well, thank you, Don. I'm going to say one other thing. I must say that we're also working with the Army. The Army is really interested in our products as an alternative to opioid painkillers. Thank you.
Thank you. And joining us now direct from Phoenix, Arizona is Mr. Will Ralston. Will is the president of a company called Single Point Incorporated. SING is their stock symbol. Will, welcome back to the show.
Hey, thanks, Don. Thanks for having us.
Well, big news this week with the Supreme Court ruling on sports betting. Now, Single Point has been in the fantasy sports business for a couple of years. This decision really plays right into your hands, doesn't it?
Yeah, we're really excited. You know, the 6-3 ruling made by the Supreme Court just on Monday is, you know, a phenomenal thing for Single Point here, because we've been in this for 2 years. You know, we're not just jumping in and saying, hey, fantasy sports and sports betting is a big industry. We actually started doing this 2 years ago. So going through that, we knew that there was a huge opportunity for Single Point. And now that we're actually able to go out and, you know, let these companies that we were working with really start signing up users again and really get that traction, that's very exciting. And then it just so happens, you know, we were working with a social betting company that was able to continue operations because of their dynamic, and we placed an investment in them. So just about 30 days ago, we added a third to that portfolio, and this just really jumpstarts them as well.
So speaking of that, the company has announced an investment into a company called Stakehall. Tell us about that.
Yeah, that's exactly it. So the company Stakehall, they're social betting peer-to-peer. So if you or I wanted to, you know, bet on the basketball game tonight, I'd be able to go ahead and send you a challenge or a bet, and we would be, you know, in a bet right there between each other through the social app of Stakehall. We're working together to actually be able to implement payments. So at the end of that bet, whoever won would actually be able to be paid out.
Will, do you see your crypto-based payment solution playing a big role in this?
Yeah, absolutely. I think that the use of smart contracts and Ethereum is really, you know, the next level of taking this Stakehall and enabling it so that payments are automatically made through smart contracts. So definitely looking at utilizing our crypto-based payment solutions and making it automated so that nobody has to say, hey, I won. No, you know, it's in the smart contract and it's paid out at the end of the bet.
Well, given the Supreme Court decision, do you anticipate further acquisition activity in this space?
Absolutely. And, you know, alongside that, I see Single Point actually taking a lot of our payment systems and actually letting people transact. And, you know, it was very difficult because of the previous law. You know, our underwriters and things like that didn't want to accept these types of accounts. But now that that ruling has been made, we believe that there's a lot of, you know, payment transactions and activity that we can do for a lot of these companies. So we'll be targeting that. And we'll also be working on building out some of our own technologies that we can own 100% of. Since we've already got some programmers going and hired, we're going to add these applications to our list. So very excited for this.
Will, you've been talking about filing your Form 10. Any progress report on that?
Yeah, we're getting really close. It's just a matter of going back and forth over kind of the semantics of the layout of the Form 10 and filing it. So we hope to be filing that here in the very near future, which will really, you know, allow us to go out to the institutional investors and raise larger amounts of money at a better rate, and really allow us to ramp up these acquisitions that we have in the hopper here.
How about the national TV campaign with Kevin Harrington? Any updated news on that?
Yeah, we've got the final version ready to go. We are actually pushing out the wallet to the App Store, so it's in a production mode. That way, when we run the commercial, we actually let people go download the application and start using it.
Well, we've been talking about 3 pending acquisitions. How are things coming along on those?
Yeah, so we're done with due diligence in one, and we're actually defining the final agreement. They're coming to the office on Thursday, and we're hoping to, you know, get that final agreement tidied up and ready to go. And then the 2 others are going through due diligence. One we're just finishing and getting a, you know, third-party valuation done and everything like that, so that we can tie that all up. And everything is moving forward as we would expect it to, and we're still very excited because with these 3 acquisitions, we project a big revenue jump because they're already doing revenues somewhere in the range of $7 million for two companies and $1 million for the other. So we could be at 15, 16 million if we get all three of these closed, which we're very confident that we're going to be able to.
Well, Will, 2017 was a very busy year for Single Point. 2018 is starting to look amazing.
Well, we really set ourselves up in the foundation and the structure. So 2017 was a great building block in building everything that we need to do. And now being able to, once you have that great foundation in place, you can really start to scale. And that's what we're seeing here early in 2018. You're seeing us be able to build on that solid foundation, and we just are very excited to continue to do so.
Single Point Incorporated, SING is their stock symbol. Will, tremendous update. Thanks for joining us.
Hey, thanks, Don, and go sing.
Have you heard the news? There's only one flat-fee news distribution network on the market. It's called Access Wire, and it's exclusively from Issuer Direct. Any day, anytime, the Access Wire News Network can deliver your press release to more than 1,500 media outlets in 98 countries. Access Wire also delivers real-time engagement analytics. You will learn who read and shared your press release and more. Best news of all, getting started is easy. Visit accesswire.com and extend your company's news reach today.
Does this sound familiar? Turned down for a mortgage? Credit card interest over 20%? Didn't get the job you wanted? The problem is your credit score. Unsure what your credit score is? Call the Advocacy Network. 321-947-3220. Talk to Carl. He can help you regain your financial independence. Change your life today. 321-947-3220. Talk to Carl.
Have you heard the news? There's only one flat-fee news distribution network on the market. It's called Access Wire, and it's exclusively from Issuer Direct. Any day, anytime, the Access Wire News Network can deliver your press release to more than 1,500 media outlets in 98 countries. Access Wire also delivers real-time engagement analytics. You will learn who read and shared your press release and more. Best news of all, getting started is easy. Visit accesswire.com and extend your company's news reach today.
We're back. Thanks for staying with us, and joining the phone now by Jeff Coyen. He's the president of 360 Blockchain Incorporated. Their stock symbol is BKLLF. Jeff, welcome back to the show.
Thanks for having me again.
Well, what's new at the company since we last spoke, Jeff?
Well, lots of good things on the acquisition front. We've increased our ownership stake in the Silicon Valley Crypto Lab to 80%. So that's a good signal that we're throwing out to our shareholders and potential investors in the blockchain space that cryptocurrency mining is here to stay. It's fair to say that crypto and blockchain had a rough first quarter, but a lot of that was just the shakeout from last year's exuberance. But cryptocurrency mining, even if the profitability seems down on certain levels, it is the core of this technology, and whatever form it turns into, the people who are getting in early right now, I believe, stand to profit in the coming years.
Well, it's kind of interesting because, the words blockchain and Bitcoin and cryptocurrency are on the lips of just about everyone. Everyone's heard those terms, but a lot of people don't really know what it's all about.
Yeah, rightly so that it's on everyone's minds. It's really early days, just like the internet. There's a lot of technology and a lot of technological terms that get thrown around, and it can be intimidating. And also, when people see these news stories of people getting rich quick and then losing money quick, it can be very intimidating. But again, the technology is here to stay, and if smart investors can take a sober look at the technology and take a sober look at the opportunities that are out there, these are great days to step into this space.
Now, of course, your company invests in and tries to help bring along blockchain companies. Tell us about your business model.
Yeah, we look for early-stage opportunities in blockchain companies. We prefer to take majority positions, equity positions, in young teams and hands-on founders. We want to give them the money they need to build their products and let them run.
Now, of course, the blockchain, basically, to clearly define that, is the creation of the cryptocurrency, correct?
That's shorthand. Blockchain technology really doesn't need to be part of cryptocurrency, and that's where a lot of the exciting developments are. Blockchain technology is really a decentralized network. It's taking the center of the network out and allowing the network participants to govern and manage themselves.
Well, exactly. That keeps a particular unit of cryptocurrency from being used twice for the same thing or being taken from someone's wallet to another. It's kind of like a self-management situation.
Absolutely. When blockchain is used in cryptocurrency, which is the most common application of it, it's used to prevent double spend and to verify transactions without the need for a central governing body.
Exactly. So the technology is extraordinarily important, and that's the stuff that you're looking for, correct?
Absolutely. It's very exciting. We're looking at stuff in the crypto space, not in the crypto space. We think that there are certain categories that is really going to take off for. We see great futures ahead in media. We see industrial blockchain opportunities, and we see nothing but upside for the next 5-10 years.
Well, I have to agree with you. We're talking to a lot of companies that are immersed in it in one way, shape, or form. You folks are immersed in it in the purest sense, so to speak. Again, the company is called 360 Blockchain Incorporated. BKLLF is their stock symbol. A great update, Jeff. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
TKO Farms Incorporated is aiming to become the largest organic grower of soursop trees in the world. They provided us with a short demonstration. Let's take a look at that right now.
In addition to its crystal clear waters, enchanting coral reef, and exotic wildlife, Belize, which continues to be a thriving tourist destination, is also home to TKO Farms, a lush oasis of hardwood, tropical, and citrus trees. In this video, we explore the tremendous investment opportunities of this prosperous and flourishing farmland. Specifically, TKO Farms is home to teak and mahogany trees, ideal for furniture, flooring, and boats. Citrus and coconut trees, which of course are a source of food consumption, along with health and beauty products. And the elusive soursop tree, which bears an exotic and highly profitable fruit rich in nutrients, vitamins, and cancer-fighting properties. Belize is a country blooming with culture, beauty, and opportunity. In fact, in a recent Forbes article, Belize was ranked as the #2 country in the world among international areas for investment opportunities. Also, in recent years, over 1.3 million tourists visit Belize annually. The farm is just 50 miles outside of Belize City and a 15-minute drive from the capital city. It boasts the most beautiful valley views along with enchanting sunrise and sunset mountain views. Originally, the farm consisted of 160 acres, and in the mid-2000s, it expanded to over 500 acres. And with the newest addition of 400 acres, the farm currently spans over 900 acres. The farm consists of 3 separate sections of land. The main farm, where all the equipment and workers are housed, is approximately 400 acres with a second 112 acres just down the road 4,000 to 5,000 feet. The other 400 acres sits on the river just 1,000 feet away. Here at TKO Farms, we have added prestigious cottages that are allocated to investors. These cottages are used by our investment partners 1 week out of the year. This allows you to enjoy a vacation destination at no cost and enjoy local destination points. Or you can enjoy the benefits of our partnership with the award-winning San Ignacio Hotel. This beautiful property provides our guests with 4-star accommodations and is located in the charming neighboring city of San Ignacio. Now we're taking a tour of the farm's housing, support, and amenities. On the farm, we have site farmers, farming equipment, transportation, and housing for employees. Also, should any maintenance issues arise, the neighboring industrial town of Buena Vista includes all the necessary resources. Currently, the farm has over 113,000 trees, and by 2020, we will have over 220,000 trees. TKO Farms' long-term annuity are the teak trees. With trees that are 8 to 12 years old, harvest for the purpose of thinning will begin in 24 months, providing cash flow. Teak has a market value of $25 per board foot, which averages anywhere from $2,000 to $5,000 per tree. Observe as a gentleman on the farm demonstrates the width of the tree to give a real perspective on how the trees are growing. The teak reaches harvesting value when the hardwood grows to occupy the entire diameter of the tree, approximately 20 to 25 years after planting. The mahogany and other hardwood take an additional 5 to 10 years. The coconut trees are a major asset to the farm due to the demand of coconut water, oil, meat, and other uses. Some trees are producing now, with most producing over the next 18 months. Soursop is the farm's most exciting product within the last 24 months. This is a fruit destined to yield tremendous returns for the farm, as there is great demand for soursop fruit with prices at $10 a pound in stores. One soursop tree can produce 20 to 100 fruit per year, 9 months of the year. And you can also get more soursop trees on an acre than almost any other tree producing this kind of return. Currently, we have 25,000 soursop trees, with 3,000 starting to produce a return now. Imagine the possibilities, as we will have the world's largest soursop farm with plans to have over 60,000 trees growing by 2020. Our soursop trees are optimally harvested and their fruit meticulously cared for by our large farming staff, therefore producing larger fruit, which averages 4 to 7 pounds each. This rare and healthy tropical fruit is typically consumed fresh, dry, and as a refreshing juice, raw or pasteurized, along with many other uses. Additionally, its highly nutritious leaves can be used for tea as a powerful antioxidant elixir.
Here at the University of California, Irvine, we're very fortunate and excited to pursue a project that investigates the capability of soursop to inhibit the growth of cancer. The way we're going to approach this is we're going to take extracts from soursop and apply them to either cells or animal models and determine conclusively whether this extract supplemented into the animals can prevent the formation of tumors or impair the formation of tumors already there. We believe with our expertise, we can come across the scientific evidence and determine whether it has the beneficial effects the world has been waiting for.
TKO Farms, Inc., consisting of acres upon acres of lush landscapes with drivable roads, leading you to 9 tree plantations rich with cash crops and long-term annuities that will yield consistent and lucrative returns for years on end. As you can see, TKO Farms is located in the most pristine tropical location, and the air is crystal clear. Come to Belize, come to paradise, and come to TKO Farms. For investment information and opportunities, please contact TKO Farms at tkofarms.com or info@tkofarms.com.
Well, we're going to talk about the beginning of the 2018 voting season on this week's Money Wrap radio program. Be sure to find a radio station near you to listen online. Go to the website moneywrap.com. Call us right now, 888-259-4449, toll free from anywhere in the world for free information about our featured guests. When you do call, be sure and ask to be added to the subscription list of our Money TV newsletter. It's free, just like toll-free phone call from anywhere in the world, 888-259-4449. Be sure and visit us at MoneyTV.net, and please like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter. That's our show this week. As always, we'll be back next week. Thanks so much for joining us.